Hey, what is up guys, I am Rahul and welcome back to another episode of 5 tips for Battlefield 4. Today we're going to be having a look at the game type Hardcore, which in my opinion is probably one of the best game types in Battlefield 4 just because of how real it makes the whole game, and it's just so much more immersion. I just love it. So let's start off with the first tip, which is about the health. Now in Hardcore, your health is actually reduced by quite a lot. I don't know exactly, but it feels like it's reduced by half. So really 100% health is more like 50% health if you are playing a core game mode. So just keep that in mind. It does mean that you can get one-shot sniper kills to the chest and stuff. So if you want to be a sniper, you're going to be performing quite at a quite high level, and also, like all the other weapons, they do take out enemies quite faster, but do remember that you will be taken down quicker as well, so just bear that in mind. And also, you do not regen your health. The only way to regen it is to be healed up by a medic bag or a medic kit from an assault player, or if you're completely dead, then when you're revived you can get up to 100% health again. Now my next tip for you guys is about your ammo. Now if you did play the Battlefield 4 beta on PS3 or Xbox 360, you'll know that there was a bug whereby when you reload you lose all your ammo in your clip. Now this is actually in the hardcore game mode, as it was made for the hardcore game mode, and it's a nice little feature in Battlefield 4 because it makes the game just that little bit more real. Like when you reload, you've got to you'll lose all those ammo, you'll lose all the rounds in your clip, so you gotta try and conserve your ammo, and also like just play a little bit more cautiously and only reload when you're like really low to like when you're just like only got 5 or so rounds left, or if you're like dry completely and you gotta reload. And also make sure that you are reloading when you're in cover and stuff, because if you're reloading in the middle of a gunfight, you're most likely gonna die. The third tip for you guys is about your teammates. Now in the hardcore game modes, basically what happens is your teammates do not have a little blue triangle above their kind of head unless you look at them for like a certain amount of time. I think it's like 1 or 2 seconds, but those 1 or 2 seconds can be their life or death. So if you look at a teammate, you might mistake them for an enemy and accidentally take them out. So before you kill anyone, just make sure you're aimed on them for a little bit and wait for the kind of thing to change. Unless they are like just aiming straight at you and shooting you, then you can kill them, and I don't think it matters if they're a teammate then. Team kills, you can get team kills and stuff. I don't know whether it kicks you after a certain amount. I know it did on Battlefield 3, but because of how Battlefield 4 works, I don't know if it does or doesn't, because also teammates' claymores can kill you if you run over the strings. The mines can kill you if you drive over them, and even your own mines you can get killed but if you drive over. And also claymores, I mean, I remember this one time I put a claymore by a doorway, and then I just thought I could run out myself, and then I instantly died because I did not realize the claymores that I placed down can actually kill myself. So just remember all of that, how the game is really immersive, and anything that you think could happen probably will happen. The fourth tip for you guys is about the sound. Now, as there is no minimap in the Battlefield 4 hardcore game mode, it means that you won't have your map, and you'll have to rely mainly on your sound. So if you can hear like enemies creeping up on you, then you gotta try and like be really quick at like having your little like reaction time and just like pulling out your pistol, taking them out, and you gotta be pretty good at that. Also bear in mind that enemies will probably have headsets and stuff listening to you, and if they're a decent player, they're gonna know like where you are and stuff. So if you can, try using a suppressor just to quieten your sounds, and if you can, try not to take them out with your gun but with your knife instead if you do get the chance. If not, then you can still take them out with your weapon, but I like to use suppressors when I'm playing hardcore, especially with snipers and stuff. It just makes that game feel a little bit more cooler. Now the final tip for you guys is about the map. Now your map you don't get, like I said, when you actually are like, there's no minimap when you actually are playing. However, you can get the big map up. Now on PC, I believe you have to hold down M. Don't hate me for that or anything, because I don't play PC at the moment, but I remember on Battlefield 3 I think you could hold down M or something and a big map will come up, and then that map will show you where your teammates are. So for instance, if you are looking at someone who you don't know if who is a teammate or not, you can just bring up the big map and just see where the person is and see if they're a teammate or not. And also sometimes you will see enemies on that big map. Now on console, to bring up your big map, what you have to do is hold down your start button if you're playing PS3. I think it's the start button on Xbox. It's the one which if you press it, your options menu comes up. On PS4 and Xbox One, I think it's the options button, I believe it's called. So just hold that down and then your scoreboard will come up, and then if you press the R1 or LB, I think it is on Xbox. If you just press that button, it'll switch over to the big map and you'll be able to see that big map. So that's just a cool little tip to remember, because you can bring up the scoreboard like that. So that is about it for the hardcore tips. Hopefully you guys do enjoy playing hardcore. It is one of my favorite game kind of types, because you can actually use silent snipers and get one-shot kills with them. I just feel so stealthy. It's so awesome. You get some really awesome moments when you are playing hardcore. But if you could leave in the comments what you want to see in the next 5 tips episodes, I'm probably thinking doing something like obliteration or long range sniping, just something like that, because I know you guys probably want to see those. And yeah, if you want to leave in the comments what you actually want to see, then I will get a like further understanding and I'll be able to produce that video for you guys. But I've been Rahul. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I guess I'll catch you on the battlefield.